Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on where you're watching from. Welcome to Kuruski TV. So this video I'm about to make is about Nigeria tax reform that our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu they implement 1st of January 2026. Like where I dey stay so for America, when you work they collect your payment from your tax payment from your salary. They pay in America, they pay weekly, bi-weekly, and some people they end on salaries. So then at the end of the year you go file tax return. All the money they don't collect from your salary, you go file tax return. They'll give you one paper they call W2. You just can say file tax return, collect some part of the money they when they collect from your tax for your paycheck, your salary, or any job you do. But Nigeria, our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he dey implement tax reform, make individuals, companies, and business owners begin pay tax. He put any law say all the tax the way you go pay annually, they go collect their money back, like a certain amount of percentage. We dey collect it back. So what about those poor people, like those wey no get, wey dey struggle? So does that mean any money wey enter your account, so you must have, if you get above 800,000 naira, you go pay tax? So if you pay your tax, what is the government giving back to the people? Because one, there is no good school, no road, no electricity, no water, nothing, no hospitals. Lawyers, doctors, they go on strike. Teachers, they go on strike. If you go to Nigeria public school, no chairs. I go public school for Nigeria. When I dey go that time, I dey carry my dad make one box for me. Na the box be my seat, my school bag. Na be my seat for school. So e no really make sense for wetin this government dey do, because they no provide anything to the citizen, the masses, for them to pay tax. So I no blame those wey stand against am. Do something for the country, like in America or the Western world. You can go to hospital even though you no get money. They go treat you, send you go out before they pay, before they bring your bills. But Nigeria, without paying you, if they rush you go hospital, or you sick you go hospital, before they go attend to you, you have to. So wetin una think about wetin I just my own opinion? Abeg make una drop una opinion on the comment section, and make una like and share and subscribe to the channel, so that the channel will dey grow. Thank you so much.
I thank you, Honorable Kenneth. Kenneth Okonkwo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is on the precipice of collapse. I am Kenneth Okonkwo, and I am talking with tears in my eyes, because the Nigeria I was born into, I can hardly recognize. A nation that is blessed with human and material resources is now one of the most indebted nations on earth. No thanks to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Within 2 to 3 years, he has borrowed more than all the governments together from 1960. And what is he borrowing for? To siphon the money away. You heard about 17.2 trillion naira to watch pipeline. And these same people, we are complaining that paying 7 trillion naira a year for subsidy for Nigerians is absurd. They promised that if they remove the subsidy, they would have money enough to provide infrastructure for us. Today, ASU is going on strike because nothing is provided for them, signifying the possible collapse of the educational system. Today, the resident doctors are proceeding on strike because Their welfare is not catered for, signifying the possible collapse of the health sector. Today, the infrastructure is decaying. The money that is siphoned from the people is used for familitocracy, to give battalion to his children. When the security situation is a challenge, Tinubu had the effrontery to deploy our armed forces to fight in another country, Republic of Benin, to defend a dictator like himself, which is against the laws of Nigeria. You don't need post-approval before you declare war. You need prior approval. So you cannot perform an illegality and use the institutions of Nigeria to confirm your illegality. So this regime has been a regime that has adopted absolute regime against rule of law. So please, the only thing we are pleading with Nigerians is that if they don't rise up to save our democracy, the next thing that will collapse is democracy. And Nigeria cannot afford any other system of government. So if democracy collapses in Nigeria, most likely Nigeria will collapse. So everybody must rise up. Like Martin Luther said, silence in the face of evil is evil itself. And history may not remember the words of our enemies, but will always remember the silence of our friends. We must rise up and save democracy.
Okay.